on this episode of Inside the Epicenter.
My conversations with senior Saudi officials over the last few years since Biden took office is that they are not happy with Biden, and I'm wondering if it's going to affect Netanyahu's ability to make peace, because Biden, of course, would in theory be involved, and therefore Biden would get a huge win. And I'm not sure they're willing to give him that win. How do you read what Biden is doing with the Saudis and what they should be doing, what he should be doing?
So it goes beyond the Khashoggi murder, which, as you say, was horrific. It was brutal. MBS took responsibility. It was on his watch. But it was beyond that. As you say, President Biden during the campaign said he would make Saudi Arabia the pariah that it is. He was thoroughly disrespectful to the kingdom, to MBS. I've written extensively on that. Yes, he went in the summer of 2022. He had that famous fist bump with the Crown Prince. And I thought, actually, that maybe the subtitle in my book was no longer relevant. Maybe they turned the page. I was deeply hoping they would turn the page. I'll take the hit on the subtitle. But it turned out there's still a lot of tension between President Biden and the kingdom, and President Biden and the region. Lip service only when the region gets attacked by the Houthi terrorists. We don't even call them terrorists. We should. You know, they took away that Houthi designation as a terrorist state, as a terrorist group within Yemen. They're just not standing by our friends and allies, including the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And you're right, that is going to make it difficult. But let's go back to Prime Minister Netanyahu. His relationship with President Biden is strong. Yeah. If there's anyone that could try to bring President Biden around and see what progress could be made between the kingdom and Israel, I feel confident that he might be the right guy to do it.
To hear this full episode of Inside the Epicenter with Joel C. Rosenberg, look us up on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.